This is Santoshi, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering, working in Jain Government Polytechnic College, Ramantapur. I am going to teach for 5th semester students. My subject name is Refrigeration and Air Conditioning. In this subject, I am going to teach the topic name is Vapor Compression and Vapor Absorption Refrigeration System. Okay. Previous class we discussed about the vapor compression refrigeration system and components of vapor compression refrigeration system and analysis of vapor compression refrigeration system, COP and problems on COP. Okay, today we would be able to know about the vapor absorption refrigeration system and draw line diagram of vapor compression absorption refrigeration system. Okay, now know the components of simple vapor absorption refrigeration system. Understand working principle of vapor absorption refrigeration system. Identify various refrigerants absorbent pairs used in the system. Okay, so we can know about the vapor absorption refrigeration system, line diagram of vapor absorption refrigeration system and components of vapor absorption refrigeration system and working principle of vapor absorption refrigeration system and pairs used absorbent pairs in the systems. Okay, vapor absorption refrigeration system, one of the oldest method of producing refrigeration effect. The Fernand Carey developed the first absorption machine in 1860, used for domestic purposes, having 20 tons capacity, used for big industrial units up to 700 tons capacity. The main principle of vapor absorption refrigeration system is using two substances which have affinity for each other at low temperature and pressure and which can be separated when heated. So it can be separated when it is heated. Using two substances which have affinity for each other at low temperature and pressure, the which can be separated when heated. The heat energy uses the heat energy instead of mechanical energy. Here we are using the heat energy instead of mechanical energy. In the vapor compression refrigeration system, we are using the mechanical energy like compressor. But here there is no compressor. Here we are using the heat energy. There compressor is required. Here compressor is not required. Okay, in vapor absorption refrigeration system, the compressor is replaced by absorber and pump. Absorber, pump, generator. Okay, so in vapor compression refrigeration system, we require compressor, condenser, expander or expansion valve and evaporator. But here instead of compressor, we are considering absorber, pump and generator. Okay, see the simple vapor absorption refrigeration system. See the main diagram of vapor compression refrigeration system. Here instead of compressor, what we consider absorber and generator with the help of pump. Here one pump. Okay, with the help of the pump. So here Q in, Q out. So heat is given to the generator. The absorber absorbs the heat rejected outside. Okay, heat absorbed in the generator. Okay, heat is given to the generator and heat is removed from the absorber. Okay, so pump, we are supplying the work input to the pump. Okay, this is completely called as thermal compressor. So here heat, not mechanical energy, the heat energy is transferring. So that why it is called as thermal compressor. If the mechanical energy is transferring, that is called as mechanical compressor. Here heat energy is transferring, that is a thermal compressor. So here generator to condenser. Here also heat is removed. So heat out and condenser to expansion valve. Expansion to evaporator. Evaporator, what is the purpose of evaporator? The evaporator purpose is to absorb the heat from the space where it to be cooled. Okay, so it absorbs the heat. As it absorbs the heat, so heat in. So it heat absorbs the heat. Okay, this is the main diagram of simple vapor absorption refrigeration system. Okay, see the line diagram of vapor compression, vapor absorption refrigeration system. First, here pump from the solution is sent to the generator. From the pump generator, here steam. What is the first we see the components. First pump and generator, observer condenser, condenser to receiver, receiver to expansion valve to evaporator. In between that there is a pressure reducing valve. Okay, in between the generator and observer there is two. One is the pump, another one is the pressure reducing valve. These are the components of vapor absorption refrigeration system. Okay, in this vapor absorption refrigeration, first pump pumps the solution to the generator, and generator set the high pressure of ammonia vapor to the condenser. Here water cooling water is supplied in the inside the condenser to cool the whatever the refrigerant is there in the condenser. So heat is removed, so that is heat is rejected. So ammonia is vapor refrigerant is converted into liquid refrigerant, liquid ammonia. So the liquid ammonia sent to receiver receives the receives the refrigerant, and then it's sent to the expansion valve. The valve send the low pressure of refrigerant to the evaporator. So as the low temperature absorbs the heat from the evaporator, and then that sent to the observer again sent to the observer. Here there is a two solutions are there in the first, from the strong solution sent to the pump, weak solution, whatever the weak solution in the generator, again sent to the pressure reducing valve to the observer. Again it becomes a strong solution, again is sent to the pump through generator. Okay, this is the block diagram of next components of vapor absorption refrigeration system. First one is observer, pump and generator, condenser, expansion valve and evaporator. Already we learned that. Okay, once again see the components. Okay, next working principle of vapor absorption refrigeration system. Okay, the working of the mains is mainly depends upon the two substances. One is the both substances have great affinity for each other at low temperature and low pressure. They can be easily separated by the application of heat. In this working principle, the substance is called ideal refrigerant and other substance is called absorbent. There is a two refrigerant. One is the refrigerant, one is the absorbent. In general, ammonia is used as a refrigerant and water is used as a absorbent. Here already we told that we are considering two substances. Okay, in two substances, one substance is called as refrigerant, another substance is called as absorbent. Okay, normally refrigerant is we consider as ammonia and substance we consider as water. That is absorbent we consider as water. Okay, in the generator the strong solution of ammonia is heated by external source. The high pressure high temperature ammonia vapor is separated from the water and enters the condenser. So as it enters the condenser, in the condenser the ammonia vapor gets condensed by the rejecting its heat to the surrounding cooling medium. So cooling medium is water may be cooling medium or air may be cooling medium, whatever the cooling media we are considering. Based on that cooling medium, the liquid refrigerant, the water vapor refrigerant is converted into liquid refrigerant. Okay, the liquid refrigerant. The liquid ammonia enters the expansion valve. So as a liquid ammonia expansion wall takes place, and low pressure, low temperature liquid ammonia enters the evaporator. So through the receiver, this liquid ammonia is enters through the expansion wall to evaporator. So in evaporator, the liquid ammonia absorbs the heat from the products and is converted to vapor state. Again, whatever the liquid ammonia is inside the evaporator, it absorbs the heat and then it is converted into vapor state. Again, the vapor state of refrigerant is sent to the absorber with a low pressure, with a high temperature. Okay, so the low pressure vapor refrigerant from the evaporator enters the observer. In the observer, the ammonia is absorbed by water. The ammonia is absorbed by water and is dissolved in the water, which is called as strong solution. So it becomes as a strong solution. In the observer, the ammonia is absorbed by water and is dissolved in the water, so which is called as strong solution. The strong solution is nothing but ammonia and water is called as strong solution. So thus this strong solution of ammonia is pumped to the generator with the help of the pump. Thus the cycle is repeated. So here two substances are we are using. One substance is refrigerant, another substance is absorbent, that is called as water. So when two mixed in the observer, that is become as a strong solution. Okay, again this is sent to the generator. Refrigerant is separated and water is separated. So refrigerant, that ammonia is separated, the ammonia is sent to the ammonia is sent to the condenser. The weak solution, the water is sent through the pressure reducing valve to observer. Again here two are mixed at the one place, that is in the observer. That becomes, after when two are mixed in one place in the observer, it becomes the strong solution. Strong solution nothing but strong solution is nothing but ammonia plus water. That ammonia plus water again pumped to generator through the pump. Okay, again their generator, the separated ammonia is sent to the refrigerant is sent to the condenser, and water is weak solution, become as a weak solution, it's sent to the absorber. Okay, here refrigerant and absorbent pairs. Around 49 refrigerants are used for the vapor absorption refrigeration systems coupled with the various absorbent to give the combination of 180 pairs. So 49 refrigerants with absorbance, it gives the 180 pairs. So commonly used refrigerant absorbent pairs are ammonia water, lithium bromide water, and lithium bromide water commonly be used. Ammonia water absorption system is widely used for air conditioning and large tonnage industrial applications. Okay, so ammonia we normally we use ammonia water absorption system, and lithium bromide also we normally we use. Okay, so these are the vapor absorption refrigeration system process, and in this in the vapor absorption refrigeration system, so line diagram of simple vapor absorption refrigeration system, and components of simple vapor absorption refrigeration system, and working principle of vapor absorption refrigeration system. The identification of vapor absorption refrigeration system and absorbent pairs and used in the systems. Okay, so if you see the working principle of vapor absorption system and vapor compression refrigeration system, there is a difference between the vapor compression refrigeration system and vapor absorption refrigeration system. The main difference in the vapor compression refrigeration system and vapor absorption refrigeration system is, here in the vapor compression refrigeration system we use the compressor, condenser, expansion valve and evaporator. But in the vapor absorption refrigeration system, instead of compressor we using only absorber and generator, and condenser is same as vapor compression refrigeration system, and then expansion devices and evaporator. Okay, But in this vapor compression refrigeration system we use only one refrigerant. But in this vapor absorption refrigeration system we use both, one refrigerant, one absorbent, refrigerant and absorbent. So refrigerant and absorbent. Okay, in refrigerant is nothing but ammonia, absorbent is nothing but water. So refrigerant, here we using the two substances, but in the vapor compression system only we are using only one substances. In vapor absorption refrigeration system we are using the two substances, one is a refrigerant, another one is the absorbent. Okay, so here weak solution, strong solution is there. So weak solution is nothing but which is when the refrigerant is separated from the strong solution, then it become as a weak solution. Strong solution is nothing but refrigerant plus water, the combination which is in the absorbent, that is called is a strong solution. So for this where for high capacity plants we go for the vapor absorption refrigeration system. But the main difference it is vapor compression system is it requires a very large area, very large floor area, but vapor absorption system is not required the very large area, but it very noisy. Vapor compression system is very noisy operation because of the compressor. Vapor absorption system is it is not noisy operation. It gives the mechanical energy. Based on mechanical energy it works. It gives the heat energy because the absorbent and the generator produces the heat, so it is based on the heat energy. And here it gives the and more high low output, it gives the high output. And the vapor compression, if any leakages are there, it makes the compressor will damage. Okay, so here there is no problem in the vapor absorption refrigeration system. Okay, the maintenance cost of vapor compression refrigeration system is very high. The maintenance cost is low in the vapor absorption refrigeration system. Okay, the initial cost is also high because of compressor is the main component, the heart of the component is a compressor. So based on the compressor is very costly. So it is based on that we have to go based on the requirement our need, we go through the vapor absorption or vapor compression refrigeration systems. Okay, now students, we completed the vapor absorption refrigeration system and vapor compression refrigeration system, and line diagram of vapor absorption refrigeration system and vapor compression refrigeration system, and working principle of vapor compression refrigeration system and vapor absorption refrigeration system. Okay, do you understand about the way to vapor absorption refrigeration system and vapor compression refrigeration system? Okay, in the next class we see the next problems or nothing. Okay, thank you students.